So before I do anything, I'm going to apply foundation to my face, and I decided to go a little bit lighter in the center. And I just blended that out with a Real Techniques brush. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows as I normally do them, and a updated eyebrow tutorial will be linked above or in the description box below. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of eye primer just so nothing creases, and then I'm going to skip and do half of my face because I really had no idea whatsoever what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to do a Halloween look and some type of skull, but really I kind of just started and just went with it. But I did know I wanted this look to be super easy and with not a lot of products. So I took a black base and just applied that all over my eye. I used Gerard Cosmetics black stick shadow, and then I just blended that out with a brush in no really certain way. I just make sure the edges weren't harsh. Then I took Motive's black gel liner just to make sure it's a little bit darker. And then I also use that liner to fill in my waterline on the top and on the bottom, just making sure that it's completely blacked out. I don't want any small spaces that are left. Then next I blended that out with an orangey brown shadow, and I used a mixture of Motive's Heat Wave, Coastal Scents Oktoberfest, and this color from the Makeup Addiction palette. I kind of just blended all of those together with the Sigma E40 blending brush, and then kind of just blended it out around my eye. And with that same Sigma brush, I blended that upward into my eyebrow, kind of like if I was mad. Then I took a flat brush with a matte black shadow and applied that on top of the black. Next, for the face, I took that same orangey brownish color mixture that I did with the Sigma E40 brush, the same brush, and I kind of carved out like my cheekbones. And then I took a little bit of MAC's Gimme Sun and kind of blended the edges out with that with a small contour brush. Then with the same brush, I took a little bit of a dark brown shadow from that Makeup Addiction palette and kind of went in a little further, kind of closest to my hairline, like if I was actually contouring my face. Then I went in with that same flat brush and the matte shadow, black shadow, and I kind of did the same thing as I did with the brown, but just a little bit thinner, and then I kind of just blended that out again with MAC's Gimme Sun. So it's basically kind of just going back in with color and then blending it out, going back in with a little bit more color and then blending it out again. And then I skipped and applied mascara because again, I didn't know what I was doing next. So I ended up using the Kat Von D white concealer, and I applied that to the highest part of my cheekbones, basically just where I want it to stick out, and then I blended that with a beauty blender. And then I took Sugar Pill's white shadow and applied that over that to set it. And then the part that I kind of hate, which is the nose, I used the Motive's gel liner and a Sigma eyeliner brush. I hate this part because it can go to looking real quick like a Dalmatian instead of an actual like skull. I think the best thing is just to not go so wide on your nose. So I just filled that in, and then I put a black shadow on top to set. And then since I'm going with a little bit more blended look rather than a detailed look, I went around the nose with an eyeliner brush and kind of shaded that outward. And then to the tedious part, the teeth, which by the way, I completely forgot how to do. I don't know what I was thinking, but it took me forever. I kind of just forgot. So I first went in with an eyeliner brush and a black gel liner and kind of just drew two smiley face lines across, and then downwards I made as if they were my teeth, just straight lines up and down. Then next, instead of being square, I kind of just filled it in like the corners so the teeth are more round. And I was going off from a picture I found on the internet, like actual real teeth, which kind of confused me even more. But then I went in with a white concealer and kind of filled in the teeth, and I used a Stigma brush to do that because it's a perfect size. Then I kind of just shaded in between each teeth with the brown, the darker brown shadow that I used in my contour. And even though I really didn't like the way they came out, I kind of did a little happy dance because I was just glad that they were done. And then lastly, I kind of just contoured with the same shades I used in my cheek to my neck to kind of just make sure they match.